Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm really excited. We're going to be unboxing the Dart Zone Thunderbolt. I'm really pumped for this one because I missed out on the Spectrum when it first came out, and its releases after the red release after the green one. I missed out on that, unfortunately. I was just getting back into the hobby, so the Thunderbolt is kind of like a successor to that blaster. Not necessarily a 2.0, but still kind of like that same flywheel, magazine fed, and a bunch of different bunch of different configurations. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this unboxing right now, and yeah, we'll have a review later this week, and yeah, get you guys some numbers and all that. But for now, let's unbox it, take a look at what comes in the box. We'll get a couple chronograph readings just to kind of give you an idea on how hot it's firing, and then we'll kind of give you our final thoughts. Let's go ahead and start the unboxing. First up, let's take a quick look here. So we do have a claim here, 80 feet. So we'll definitely test that out, see how it goes. It says it comes with 15 of the chili darts. It requires 6 AA batteries, which is great because the Strife was 4, or no, the Strife was 6. And since then, Hasbro has been pretty much on board with the going all the way back to 4 in all of their kind of primary blasters for flywheels. We get a nice look of the blaster itself, full of darts, battery powder, rapid firing blasting, all sorts of good stuff. 15 round capacity in this weird blue. I'll tell you what, I'm not really a big fan of the green. Like, the green is okay and the blue is okay. The green and the blue together, I really don't. It doesn't match for me. I mean, maybe if there was like kind of like a haze going from green to blue and then the blue magazine, I don't know. There isn't any other claims on the box itself, so yeah, let's go ahead and get it open. The first thing that worries me is we've got all of these kind of thin rubber bandy attachments, security locks here, and then a zip tie. I'm hoping that this blaster wasn't purchased and then returned and has an issue. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'll have to go, when I go back to the Target where I bought this, I'll have to look at the other ones on the shelf and see if this one was the only one that had that. In that case, she might be going back. Holy cow. It is on there tight. Let's see if we can get the rest of these open. Oh, you know what? Never mind. That might just be to keep the sight from sliding off. Okay, that's cool. I bet they're all like that. All right. Get the magazine out. And then how are we gonna get you darts out of here? Alright, so we've got the blaster out. Let's see if we can... There we go. Alright, so not too bad. Holds really well. Got the same as the Spectrum. We just got the same kind of double rev. I know that was kind of a point of contention for some people, but let's take a look at the blaster and see what we've got here. So starting at the front, we've got a pretty wide open muzzle. It looks like about 1.5 times a dart, so kind of a lot tighter than we're used to. Usually with the flywheelers that have an extended barrel like this, usually the barrel is, 3 times the size of a dart to prevent it from hitting the inside. So that's interesting. No kind of attachment point or anything like that. Up top we do have front iron sight peg, which is removable, followed by back iron sights, which has a kind of like a reticle looking thing, all plastic, doesn't have any glass or anything like that, which is nice. Does come off completely, and this is kind of neat. It actually kind of fits in the mold of the angular shape of the blaster, which is really cool. And the nice thing is you've got a nice kind of, this is a separate piece in here. I'm assuming this is attached to something in here. So this would be easy to kind of extend to marry up to this if you want to 3D print something. And you could always 3D print like a rail that goes on top of this one and then kind of fills in that gap. So you wouldn't have to necessarily reprint the whole thing, just one that kind of slides on like the Nexus did and fill that gap up. But yeah, that's a possibility. So coming down here, we do have a horizontal grip. Not too bad. It's very comfortable. Looks like it does come off. I wonder if there's something under there. We've got a jam door on the left side, not on the right side. So you can get in and you can see the kind of inside where the flywheels are. Yeah, actually not a bad sized jam door, which is nice. You can see the pusher. So this would make for a pretty easy conversion to half-length darts. We've got our battery tray. Open up here, take a look and see what it looks like on the inside. Single screw, dying to be replaced with a thumb screw. Oh yeah, so you've got two in the front and then two stacked in the back here. So a lot like the Stripe and the Spectrum, so nothing new there. It looks like this door comes out, or this insert, kind of like the Mark III. That's interesting. So if you're going to be modding, you've got a little bit of space there, and actually, it's far enough forward. You might have enough room to put something back behind that. So we'll see. Definitely thinking about modding this thing either up to a 2S or 3S. Changing out the flywheels and switching it to short darts. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in seeing that, and I'll make a mod video of how I can convert this to short darts. So we've got a stock attachment point. So it comes with like this buffer tube stock, which is kind of akin to like what you would see on like the Nexus Pro, the Striker, things like that, underneath the Tryon, things like that. So you've got just a standard buffer tube stock. But the cool thing about this is, for you Nerf heads, you've got these two actuating points here. Pull that off and you've got a Nerf attachment point. Now, it shouldn't be any surprise, I am not a fan of this attachment point, just because it does have a little bit of wiggle and wobble, but I will give it a pass, since this is a flywheeler and you're not really kind of like shouldering it and priming anything back. So I'll give that a pass. But I'm not a fan of that attachment point. There's just not a lot of like stability there. But yeah, you've got, like I said, your rev trigger and your full trigger, which you cannot pull the trigger without pulling the rev trigger first, and it has a nice travel, not too bad. So you've got our mag release for our 15-round magazine. Not too bad. Hit the gravity drop. You can hit it with your middle finger. You can also come up and reload on the fly like that. Not too bad. It's a nice looking blaster. So tell you the truth, I know I mentioned at the top that I didn't care for the blue and the green together, but it's not that bad. I would have preferred a little bit of a transition between the two, or maybe like a darker green instead of blue. But I appreciate the different color than just a standard black or gray or yellow or orange or whatever. But yeah, not too shabby. So let's go ahead, and I think that's really all. I'm actually kind of curious. This would normally be in the review, but I'm curious. What is it? Is there a rail or a stock attachment point? What's under here? Yeah, normally I would put this in a review, but I'm dying. I need to know. Come on out of there. Man, that is a long screw. There we go. Oh, look at there. Yep, you got another Dart Zone rail underneath. So if you have like a vertical grip you want to put on there, or a different horizontal grip or angled grip, anything you want you can put on there. Heck, if you just want to take it off and just run it, just cheese grater in the hand, you could definitely do that. That's really cool, and it just kind of fits right back in there. We'll just go ahead and slide that back on, and let's go ahead and get some batteries. And we're gonna go ahead and use the darts that are included. We're not gonna test these because I don't actually have any of these in stock right now, and my Target doesn't actually sell them, which is odd. But yeah, I think I will probably start stocking these here in a little bit, just so I can use these to run some tests versus the little Valentine. The little Valentine ones don't feed well into flywheel blasters. It's kind of rough. So let's go ahead and feed this thing up here. Now these, this is, like I said, this isn't going to be part of our FPS testing. So these are just for the preview, or the first impressions here. It fires up pretty quick. All right, so we are good to go here. Let's see if we can get some 77, 70, 82, 101.5, 96, 100, 101.5, 104.5, 107, or 100.7, 104.1. So there's 10 shots. That's not too bad. It's really snappy. This first few were kind of rough. I wonder if I might have dinged the outside. I'll be much more due diligent when it comes to my testing. But let's fire off rapid fire the last 5. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. So let me know in the comments below if you've picked one of these up yet. They just arrived in my my Target today. Yeah, I will put the review up as soon as I get it done. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.